I don't know what's happening right now. Oh, I gotta read this license agreement. How long is this gonna take? Close. There is no continue by choosing continue. Where's continue? Switch hero. I have several heroes with this game already. There's Maya, Crow. Who is this? This is my necromancer. No, it's a wizard. That's my necromancer. Which is by far my most powerful character. Not to say that, you know, my other characters aren't good. This one, Demon Hunter, is just difficult to play with no matter what. If you can get good at a Demon Hunter, which it's easier on the computer than it is with the controller. Who is this? 48 level. Level 48 Witch Doctor. And a level 52 Crusader. I don't remember playing as the Crusader that much. I must have played on a harder difficulty. It doesn't matter because we're starting a new hero. Create hero. What do I want to be? Ooh, I haven't played a monk since the first time I played ever. So maybe I'll play a monk. I kind of already did a wizard. The Witch Doctor is fun, but incredibly complicated and noisy. Like, yeah, too much. The Necromancer is good, but I don't want to start over another Necromancer when I have a level 69. So I guess the best bet is Monk, because Crusader's kind of nah. Barbarian is always boring. I'm not saying Barbarians aren't amazing, I just never have wanted to play as the Barbarian. My stepdad played as the Barbarian. That's okay. But every time he would play Diablo, he was always the Barbarian. He played it for years. He was getting items that were dropping crazy amounts of hard level shit. He just kept going with that game and never stopped. He still plays it to this day. Thank God he got a PlayStation 4. I'm pretty sure he's playing this game on it, and he's got a Barbarian. Like, no bullshit. Can't tell if I'm fat or if I'm muscular. I think it's both. Whatever. Like, I'm strong and shit, but I don't, like, focus on that shit. do monk stuff. Lots of balance, precision, none of the magic. Some of the magic. Let's play as female is cool. What kind of hardcore? What kind of hardcore? Once you die, you will no longer be able to play this hero. Ooh, no. Play the traditional seasonal. We have exclusive rewards while the season lasts. I don't know what that means. Normal, I guess. Biala. Okay. Look at me in my monk robe. How do I turn? Start. Options. Gameplay. Yep. 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 Dax Tectonics. What's up? Ooh. I think hard mode is the best I can do with a monk of this low level. I could probably work my way up a lot faster in expert, but I'm gonna die a lot more often. A lot more frustratingly. So let's do hard. Hard is a good challenge with quicker leveling, so it kind of balances out much faster and more to your skill level. I've played this game enough, I get it, you know. It's gonna take me a minute to figure out the controls again. Let's watch.
The gods are in all things, and everywhere I see signs of change. The wind bears an unnatural chill, and my people grow uneasy. Now, fire burns the sky and scorches the vault of the heavens. I must carry out the will of the patriarchs. When they need to see, I am their eyes. Where they wish to strike, I am their fist. When they would ignite the light of truth, I am their torch. They have sent me to where the heavenly fire has fallen. My mind is clear. I will rid Tristram of the shambling corpses that have risen in the fire's wake. I smell fear and death. The fallen star is near.
Looks like a normal attack. Doesn't look like I'm losing too much ability here. Damage numbers is kind of cool. I'll eventually get some better gear. Too soon for all that.
The fallen star has upset the balance.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming. We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
I'm going to explain the storyline as we go along, if you don't know the storyline. A giant star has fallen.
They keep coming.
From the sky. And crashed. Here's Tristram. New Tristram. That's all we know for now.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates.
And ever since then, this crazy shit, these people are coming to life. So there's a militia surrounding the town, protecting them from these demons.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, but now he's dead.
Can't believe I didn't get any items out of that.
Are you Leah? Rumford said you survived the fallen.
Watch out! The wounded are turning!
So what's happening is when people die, they turn, so it's like a zombie plague is happening right now.
This is killing business.
That's what the initial town is
The dead
seeing.
will overwhelm us all, unless something is...
I will send them back to their grave.
Thank you. You should...
I talked to the captain.
16 militiamen went out. Only Rumford came back.
This is a priest, and I could have used him to heal.
I will help you fight the risen dead.
I admire your courage, but...
That will...
Well, They're attacking the barricades!
The one thing about being a monk is you're up close, and you're receiving all the damage.
That's one of the wretched mothers.
There's
There are
nothing
more
to
of them
stop
in the ruins down
that.
the road.
So now we need to go get the captain, or whatever, the leader of this town that's helping to this town. He's with the town guard, I think, and he's just a militiaman defending his post. It really does suck having to deal with close attack. This is why I kind of don't like barbarians, because I got to be really close to the enemy. I mean, I'm not that I'm not afraid of it. I just don't like dealing with having to heal, you know. I mean, who does? I mean, that's the whole point of the game, is don't die. I can't guarantee I'm going to continue playing this game. Or how long I'll continue playing this game. Like, I started playing Last of Us and put it down.
My stride.
And then started playing that other game.
Started to eat us while we slept. They are everywhere. Run! Save yourself!
I did manage to pick up a little dagger, so I'm dealing a little bit more damage. The thing with hard mode... Okay, now I have pants on. Doesn't look like I have any. The intricacies of the clothing is actually really, I like it a lot better. It's a lot more.
King's gone mad. Executing anyone his paranoid eye falls on. None of us are safe.
Killing most of them in, it was like 4 hits. That's 5. Health potions now automatically pop out. That's a thing. Have you adjust to? Originally, you didn't heal unless you cast a spell or you had the potion. Yes, lifesteal is a thing in this game if you haven't played.
While exploring a cave with hopes of finding hidden treasure, I came upon a most grisly sight. A heap of dead bodies. Unbelievably, as I was searching them for any items of value, they began to rise. I must tell them of this in New Tristram before it's too late.
This is a lot. Oh. I do have at least an area effect with my last attack. Pick him up.
I must wait longer.
Oh, I got a new.
I have been healed.
Got a new move.
I don't have enough spirit.
So a lot of the heroes have a different aspect of, or each one has pretty much a different aspect of how they execute their powers. And the monk and the demon hunter, I know for sure, utilize two different kinds of powers. And the demon hunter actually has two of those two power bars. That little white sphere down the bottom is a power gauge of how full and available your power is to use. And the demon hunter has two. And for the most part, the way it works is you can get items that allow that to regenerate faster, or using one generates another. Is for the most part, and you have to work around that. So that move there just cost me spirit points. But I get spirit points for every punch I get, so it'll fill that gauge. So as long as I keep attacking.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Okay. I got another blinding one, so I don't really fully remember all of her skills, like attack-wise, but I do know the monk does get a lot of healing spells. And you can upgrade. The way they did the skill tree, I thought was a lot better than just a skill tree, I got some gloves. You know what I didn't do? Hang on. Okay. Somehow I got
the ruins of Old Tristram. The shadow of Diablo still hangs over this place.
Ooh, that's good. Quests are pretty straightforward.
Thank you for your help, but could you...
Nor should she. The gods favor me. Come, let us search for you.
We'll need to open the cathedral.
So we learned that the
Here, let me open the gate.
yeah, the star fell and broke into a couple pieces.
Adria was my mother,
and one of
but
the
I don't know much
pieces
about her.
went into
She
the
died
old
when I was
cathedral
very young. I was raised by Uncle
that
Decker.
is literally
What
the same
happened to your
cathedral
father?
from Diablo
I'm told
1.
he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
This is Diablo 3, so there have been 2 prior to it, and the storyline has pretty much stuck with all the way through. First, there was a man who woke up down in the bottom of this cathedral. It turned out was Diablo, and it was and at the end of Diablo 1, whoever you are, you pull out the jewel crystal from Diablo's body, and then you place it in your own head. And then Diablo 2, that person who we learned throughout Diablo 2 was a wanderer who kept traveling from land to land, and every time he would show up, these demons would just pour out of different places.
A hidden cellar. Follow me.
So we were following
Here.
a wanderer.
Said she was a witch.
Not really,
But
but
I never believed it. Captain Dalton!
we're always behind him. And it turns out, he's Diablo. And what happened is this guy never went to
Not enough spirit. I must wait to use that ability.
If you look at my bottom left, you'll see. Get out. I need a health bottle.
I need spirit. I will return.
Made it. Okay. I need to heal somehow. So anyway, this cathedral that we're now heading towards, that was the captain of the guard, by the way. He went down here and searched for a woman named Adria, and this was her house, and they believed she was a witch, and they believed she had something to do with it, and they went searching for her, and he ended up dead. So
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait.
I will find your uncle. Stay here.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
I don't have enough spirit.
actually starting to get a little tough. A little. I don't actually use strategy, I'll die. That's hard mode for you. But the storyline's pretty straight, pretty linear. We're just now in the third act of this one long, almost generational experience. Probably many different heroes have. Obviously, you get to pick the hero you want to be. There have been expansions, and they talk about the expansions, and it's all, like I said, it's been worth the game. Playing every time. Diablo 2, I hacked the shit out of it. Got a program that I could do it.
Tristram Cathedral. The star fell here.
So the pet guy that's following me around will pick up all treasures in the area. He's just going to guarantee I get every piece of treasure that he can reach. Every single piece. So I don't have to worry about that. I don't want to play this game having to worry about that. Just and that was an online feature that they added that you could use in the game. So it's not. I don't consider it cheating because it's just it's just doing what I'm gonna do anyway.
The star fell here. Nita has raised me to new heights.
So we are back in the cathedral that we once were when I was a child. It obviously looks different. But the enemies are pretty much the same. Undead people. All sorts of variants of health boss. And they get more intricate as time moves on. Now these guys here are actually specialists. And they will I'll probably have a hard time with these guys.
Not enough
no matter
spirit.
what they are. Until I can start getting some good equipment. I am equipping these things as they come along. I'm just using the quick menu. You can kind of sort up through your list here on the bottom left of each item that you pick up, or certain things that happen. You know, if you level up, you'll get a skill notification kind of thing, and you can flop through it and read it. But if it's an item, it's something you can sit, and it'll even give you the stats if it boosts your shit or lowers it. So you can decide right there if you can equip it, if you want to equip it or not. I don't know if that's a feature. Is that a feature in the computer game?
It is not ready yet. I need spirit.
I may not make it out. Everything have area effect. Equip the high belt. Now, the first player I ever played as, like, officially in Diablo was, I guess, the rogue, which was a female player. You know, which I got shit for from my brothers. You're gonna play as a girl? I don't want to play as the other characters. I didn't want to be a warrior, and I didn't want to be a wizard. You know, be the ranger. And Diablo 1 is pretty standard when it comes to, you play one class, you're every class. It doesn't matter. Like, you find spell books, you learn the spell. That's how Diablo 1 works. So, any character can learn any spell. Obviously, each one has better starting stats, but, I mean, my brother was pretty much a battle mage when he beat that game.
I must wait to use that ability.
He played it a lot. He was the one that beat Diablo 1, and I got to see the story. Yeah, we just entered a challenge, and if I wasn't such a low level, I would say we're going to get some really cool loot. We'll be lucky to even survive this shit. And what it is there's a certain amount of cast.
I don't have enough spirit.
I need to get 6 waves, or go through 5 waves, before the time runs out, and I've barely finished 3 in the time that's out. I have had better run through where I was absolutely annihilating everything within a second. The such a high level. And just the power balance. And what happens is if you complete the task, I think it's going to give me all of them.
That ability is not yet recharged. My strength has increased.
Yeah, you can pick your point stats on both, and by that I mean your dexterity, your strength, your wisdom, and all that. Every time you get a level, you get with like 5 points to spend anywhere you wanted. But they fixed all that. Now it's fixed leveling. And you don't get to pick your skills as far as what gets leveled. Everything is auto-leveled, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to read it. Yeah, I get to pick the abilities as long as I've learned them at the level that they're at. And each ability gets a level and an alternate skill. So as it levels, you get an alternate skill with it. And it could be... Once we get there, I'll show you. And that's your skill set. And that's what you get to pick from a pool of abilities that perform certain actions. And some of them, with the classes... There's only so many survivable methods. Like, you have to do it this way, or you're fucked. And I'm sure there's things that are good when you're in a party. You know, you can utilize a lot better. Like, you can be more effective in that method. Because somebody else is doing another part that you absolutely have to have, which is usually the healing. Pick it up. So as long as somebody else is healing you, you're usually okay for that class, you know. And you can do whatever you want. What'll happen is this X move that I'm using, which is all my standard punches, will have modifiers and levels that will shoot. I think one of them will shoot like 3 different directions. So I'm actually one punch is 3 punches in 3 different directions. So I'm doing an area effect as I'm punching separate. And also punching enemies next to it. And that will be how the punches execute. The damage is verified by the weapon in my hand. Okay. Now, the R2 move that I'm using is this spin kick. This is just a basic move. I could get one that shoots me across the screen and hits really hard. You know, I don't really remember what the monk gets. I do know eventually it gets healing magic and healing auras and, you know, vulnerabilities. I think I can summon another duplicate monk to help fight next to me at one point. You know, the necromancer, its skills are all about the amount and type of things you can raise up, you know, plus other area effect attacks, you know. While the skeletons are also attacking the enemy, you can shoot bones at it, you know, and you can actually pull out the bones from an enemy, distant enemy, and...
Not enough spirit.
And using them as missiles. to attack whoever. And that's literally what I would do is I would fill the screen with bodies, and if I actually ran into a difficult enemy in the group, I would just bone spray the fuck out of it.
It is not ready yet.
Almost dead. Almost dead.
I need spirit.
Something's gonna happen here. Eventually you do get a follower with you.
Oh, minions, stay back! Back! May this lead hold. The skeleton came.
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
I will save you!
Help! Help!
So before I get to the storyline and stuff, I'm gonna real quick. That's Deckard Cain. Deckard Cain has been in Diablo. He's been in Diablo 1. He was the guy that would identify your items in the beginning. He was just kind of a standard scholar. But his storyline was he was there to study what was going on. He just also happened to identify items. And before I go and talk to him, you know, he would give you separate missions down in there, and he'd usually tell you a story about a certain demon that he had heard about in his readings, and this person would do this, and you know, if all this has been true that's come from my readings, then this guy is also there, so blah 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 blah, go kill him. You know, that would be your mission. But Diablo 1 was a simple dungeon crawl. It was, I think, 15 or 16 levels, and the bottom level was Diablo himself, you know, plus other shit. But you had to kill so much, level so much, and you could restart your game and start from scratch, because Diablo 1, once I killed all these skeletons would never come back. They were officially dead in the game. But you get to points where, like, I need to level, or I leveled incorrectly, and I can't kill all these fucking things, or they kill me way too fast, you know, because X reason. So you could restart the game at the same level. You lose every item that isn't in your inventory. So if it's just hanging out on the town. So if you put an item down in the town, it would stay there. So if you couldn't use it, you could just put it down, go in the dungeon, level up, come back eventually, pick it up, and then start to use it. Because you had to have certain stats. It's still utilized in the game today. You have to be a certain level, a certain strength, or something. Some kind of requirement. Most of it is concluded to you have to be a certain character class. But usually the item drops stick to your character, for the most part. But Diablo 2 became an act play, where it was one solid flat map. Every time you played through, and if you quit for the day or whatever, it would reinstitute all. You could save and exit the game and come back, and all those characters that you just killed would come back. So all you had to do, if you wanted to, you know, get some extra experience, save the game, restart it, and then come back and do a bunch of other shit. So you could grind killing the same boss a couple of times, get a few levels out of it, and then go on to the next area if need be. And you actually had to do that if you didn't play the game well enough. I've seen some speed runs of Diablo 2 where they finished it in like 90 minutes or some shit, some crazy amount of time. And I'm just like, that's fucking impossible. And sure as shit, I watched the playthrough and I watched the entire thing and I was like, he fucking did it. So, and it had to be a wizard, and it like focused all of her energy on this spell, this one spell for like 20 levels, and he had like a certain strategy to kill off entire groups of enemies. And the hardest part he had was waiting to get the teleport spell, and then he could teleport like a million fucking times and have no problem getting anywhere, and he just pew 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 spell pew 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 spell, and he just constantly feeding mana potions, you know, and that's his entire inventory was mana potions. I shit you not. So he just spammed this one spell, you know, would teleport away if an attack was coming, and then he'd be good to go. And he would do that until Diablo was dead. So, I think he was like level 24, some crazy low number, maybe 24. And then, but they had different acts. Instead of the 15 levels, it was you'd do a big open map, and then you'd go to another area. It had its own environment and its big open map, and then another area, and there was 5 of those, until you finally got to Diablo. But the maps were big, pretty big. So, yeah. This one's more of an open map method. We get some storyline. Deckard Cain was also in the second one, and he helped lead the party. Yeah, that's when you found out that Tristram was destroyed, and then they built another Tristram, I guess, here. Called it.
Thank you.
New Tristram.
It is wonderful to hear that
Deckard Cain hasn't really. He was there with the first and the second conflict.
I learned of this secret passage through old
he knew
maps
the
I
guy
found.
that the Wanderer in the second act, or in the second Diablo, was that guy. He's like, I watched him become a different person, and then he just disappeared.
Follow me.
And if this is who you're saying, it is. And blah blah blah. You know, it is him. This one, he just so happens to be studying it some
I have
more.
kept my word and rescued Leah's uncle, Deckard Cain. I saved him from a creature called the Skeleton King, who now bars my way to the fallen star. Uncle, time
not
for my strides grow longer.
The skeleton.
None
Okay. So, let me... There's a couple other things I gotta do first before I can use the, I gotta help this guy up here. He's gonna ask me.
Did you hear?
He's the, blacksmith.
Blacksmith.
Not
It
now.
is-
Thank you. Follow me.
His wife is sick. And, here she might be turning. Everybody is turning.
My friends, I'm sorry.
This must be done.
Mirror, my love, forgive me.
Hedrick, help me. Not enough spirit.
I couldn't have done this.
As it happened.
You found his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Check my skills real quick. Okay, it looks like I already got an upgrade for my Fists of Thunder move. And I've already got another move for the X button. So let's select strike multiple enemies in a row with each attack. Every third hit has a chance to knock enemies up in the air. Cool. Okay. But Fist of Thunder also has an upgrade, which means releases an electric shockwave with every punch and causes a knockback every third hit. Might be useful. We're going to try both. So let's see. Up here, looks like we got another kick of some kind. Tempest Rush, charge through your enemies, dealing damage to everything in your path. Let's try it out, what it does look like. I have an upgrade. Okay. Release a torrent of fire that burns nearby enemies. So instead of kicking, I'll kick and give out a fireball. Let's try it. Let's just see what it looks like. Oh, I can't do it here. I don't have any spirit. Okay. Okay, I need to kill a few things. Let's see what's happening. This is the knockback one on the third hit.
I don't have enough spirit.
So I just kind of do a spin kick, tornado. Looks like the background is paused. I'm going to swap over to this guy. And instead of this, I want Tempest Rush. And it looks like I got something else. Breath of Heaven. Heal yourself and nearby allies. Okay. Good last minute. Thing. I like this, it pierces. I see. It's like a staff. Yeah. The monk uses staff and punching moves. Like a ton of those. That'll get me through crowds if I need to worry about that. Boom! Just heal me. So now I can pick my enemy. Not be stuck with whatever's in front of me. Every time they get knocked up, they have to refocus their attack. pick another target. They may pick another target that may come back to me. But the problem is, I'm the only target available.
I cannot do that. Weak.
Can only pick my target so long as I have spirit.
Your flaws are revealed.
Looks like I got a couple items that I'm probably gonna have to. Inventory sheet has changed. Holding things is different. It's more about item slots than it is space slots. What? Did I get teleported? That looks like Boogie Boogie. He's even got bugs in it. Boogie, 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 boogie. Alright, it's been almost an hour. I'm going to the gym later. But I also said I was going to accomplish something, and I think I did, so whatever.
Utah has raised me to new heights.
Ooh, I got a new skill category. What's this? What? Okay, so this charges up, and it looks like I get a quiver of them. It's like a dash. That's awesome. How many do I get? I gotta see how many I get. So something like this might have a mod of you get an extra one in your whatever. You can do 3 or 4 or some shit. Alright, I'm not gonna bother with that guy because he's gonna run straight into a bunch of enemies. Must have got a really good level up. One-shotting these things now. Something happened. Must have picked up a better weapon. Okay, now never mind. Poorly placed low-level enemies.
endless tide.
Oh, you know what it was? I think I had a skill, a boost from one of those little temple or totems.
I don't have enough spirit. Rethink your intent.
There is this thing called Nephilim Glory, which for some reason I don't know what the fuck it does. Alright, let's look at my inventory. Looks like I got a helmet. Pretty good sword. I don't see any replacements for my weapon. Might have it. My attack goes down if I equip these swords. If my attack went up, I wouldn't mind, depending on the level of. Here we go. Health goes down. Dexterity +1, +12 health, +12 life from health potions. Oh, that's what I have. What does this do? +10 to dexterity. Dexterity is where I get all my power. As a monk. The higher my dexterity, the better. The more powerful I am. Let's see. Nothing better. Got more of a monk outfit going on now, too. 9 o'clock. I've been playing an hour. Hard mode. What's going to happen is I'll forget or not pay attention to the fact that I have two moves. shit. Show me the map. Map.
I must wait to use that ability.
How do I get a map? Not there.
Will die. Not enough spirit.
Do this one at a time.
My strides grow longer. My wounds are closing. I need spirit. I will not do that.
Probably got some skill moves to use. Okay. Upgraded this punch. Oh, new skill slot. Fleet footed, increased movement speed by 10. Damage you deal reduces enemy damage by 20%. Okay. So right now we're looking for the key to the Skeleton King's crypt. By the way, the Skeleton King is a king that used to run this area. He was actually mentioned in Diablo. I don't know if he fights him like possible. But he eventually, like, the evils of these catacombs, natural evils that are stupid. So, man. Going straight up murdering anybody and everybody. He just became very paranoid that everybody was a traitor and mad. I think I'm going to take a break, because mentally this game does not, like, strategically exhaust me, but it bores me.